here we are, look at this bed. I've been waiting on you since I was a kid. I've been waiting on your love for forever. God has made it clear for us.
What's up? I'm Kerry.
And I'm Dee Dee.
And this is the Kerry and Dee Dee show.
What's up, people?
I'm a little loopy right now because
yes,
I've had some accidents.
And he's on some medication, so.
Yeah. Alright. So, we're coming today with an interesting topic. Dee Dee actually brought it up.
Did you say that as if you'd be surprised? Anyway, the topic for today is should a man hit a woman if the woman hit him first? Should a man hit a woman back if she hit him? And the thing that made me think of this is, when we were watching The Basketball Wives, when Jennifer threw she threw the glass at her husband, or soon-to-be ex-husband, and then when he threw the drink in her face, she was so devastated and so shocked that he threw the drink in her face. So I'm like, should you hit somebody or throw something at somebody and not expect them to throw it back? Just because if a woman do that to a man, well, just basically, if you throw something at someone or hit someone, should you expect them to hit you back? Or should you just think, oh, well, if I'm a woman, I could hit somebody, hit a man, and he can't hit me back? What you think?
This is a touchy subject. And mainly because I saw that scene where she threw the drink at him.
Mm-hmm.
And I was surprised that she didn't file assault on him for flinging the drink in her face, but I guess that's not assault because she threw the drink at him first. So
right. So why would you file assault if you threw something in his direction trying to hit him, and then he comes back and throw a drink in your face?
Mainly because that law gives y'all women the right to throw a man in jail just for kind of tapping you if it's in the argument.
You know how I felt about this for years.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I don't care. I used to feel like if a woman did hit a man, he shouldn't hit her back, because I feel like most men are stronger than the average woman. So if I punch you with my strength, and then you turn around and punch me back, your punch is I felt like it's gonna hurt me more because you are stronger than me by nature. Yeah. But actually, there are some women who beat the crap out of some men. There are some women who actually abuse men, and I don't think that that gets any attention. Like, people don't really focus on or pay attention to when men are being abused by women. You don't hear stories of that, because I think for women, it's like automatic. If a man hit a woman, you're going to jail. You're going to jail. All I gotta do is say you hit me, and that's it. And even if they take the both of us, I'm more likely to get out, I would assume, quicker than he would. And then I could end up filing charges on you, because it's expected that if a man hit a woman, then, it's just automatically wrong. But what if she was, hitting him and abusing him, and he just put up with it, but she don't get to go to jail? But I know there are cases, if it's shown that the woman, if both of y'all was fighting and both of y'all beat up, both of y'all going to jail.
Yeah.
But it is kind of tricky, though. It's just like,
it's an interesting situation, because even if you get out, it's going to look worse on my record that I was in a domestic abuse
than it would be because when you say domestic abuse,
you think of a man beating the hell out
of a woman.
But I always used to say that a weaker man ain't going to go and talk to a big, strong, bulging man the way some women will talk to a man. Because I always see a man that literally has a bad dog behind a fence. Especially when you're talking to a woman. Because sometimes I watch women fight. And y'all stand 50 yards away from each other. and talk all this shit and never come in close. Men don't do that unless you're a bitch made man, where you think you're gonna talk your shit and then, you know, we ain't gonna have no fight. Men, the first moment you say something, I'm in your face. Because my thing is to be territorial. It's like, look, bitch, you done said something wild, and now me and you got a scrimmage so that you can understand. That's how you were taught as a young boy. When you go to school, your mom tells you that someone hit you, you hit them back.
Right.
Someone tell you something stupid, you get in their face, and you dare them to say it again. That's what I was told.
Mm-hmm.
And
it didn't matter if it was a girl or a boy?
It was mainly... I went to school, first year in school is in 70s.
Oh,
Not 70s, but in the 70s. So that law wasn't in place. So it was girl, boy. My mom was like, anybody hit you, hit them back. And then you grow up, men typically will fight. You're a bad dog behind a fence when you're dealing with a woman because you know you can't hit her. So the best you can do is try to walk away.
Right.
And then in many situations, a woman typically will follow you. Because y'all are taught to get your point across. A man is taught to, this is an altercation. You and I are going to go to war. We're not really going to talk very much until after the fight is over. And then, you know, you lost, so you lose your spot. It's never about... Men cancel problems, erase problems. Women, y'all talk. Y'all, bitch, fuck you cunt, and all that. And men like, bitch, who the fuck you talking to? And a woman ain't gonna be with a man who like, gonna be standing, you know, you call my old lady a bitch and stand 30 feet away. You like, hit him. Bust his ass, you know. But when it comes down to arguing together, you're like, I'm going to tell you any fucking thing I want to tell you, and I'm going to smack you in your motherfucking face and hit you, and you ain't gone.
But what if he does?
But then when he does slip, because we're all human, and that's what our argument used to be. We're all human. If you hit me and I've lost it, my lateral instinct is to hit back. It's not to stand 50 feet away and
But I feel like this.
But I think there's some men who really do try. They walk out the house.
They do. I do
they
think
leave,
so. But
they go away. But women, y'all can hold shit. And then, I'm not condoning anybody who's hit a woman. I'm just saying that
wrong,
it's wrong. But you can't light the match and not expect there to be a fire.
Right.
Now, there's some asshole men who just hit a woman and that's low down because you're hitting her because you can and
get away with it.
But I always say this to my daughters: that motherfucker has to go to sleep. And if you hit me and I'm abroad, I'm gonna beat you down. You're gonna go to sleep. You're gonna think I'm gonna give you a little something, and you're gonna go to sleep. And then guess what? When you wake up, there's gonna be 2 kneecaps, and they're gonna be missing from you, bitch. Because I'm gonna break your fucking knee. You hit me, and think you're gonna get away with it. If I was a woman, there would never be that. I would never, y'all be letting shit go. Nigga hit me. I'm gonna bust his ass.
Yeah, but the only reason why some women let that go is because they be fearful. You know, it's okay.
I feel like if he wasn't scared to hit you, then you shouldn't be scared.
But some women, to some women are scared. Scared like that. The man can be so intimidating and scare her and tell her he'll kill her, he'll do this.
Not if you break his fucking arm.
Right, but every woman don't have the
have
strength or the know-how to do that.
Hit me
you know what I'm
with
saying?
This broken fucking arm.
Right, but that's what some women have the strength to do that and say, you know what, bitch, if you gonna hit me, I'm gonna hit you back. We're gonna be scuffling in here until you get tired, until I get tired. Some women aren't like that. Some women are really truthfully scared. They're not confrontational. They're not, that type of woman. They just feel like, if I try to do this, if I try to fight back, he's going to kill me. There are some women who are actually fearful of that, And to those, it takes time. They have to have somebody telling them that you don't have to be scared of this person and you need to get out of that relationship. And for anybody who's in an abusive relationship, you need to get out.
Yeah, get out.
Get out because you should
never... But if you think that you can get away with it, let it go 2 days. Men typically forget after 2 days that they did you anything that deserve to get fucked up over. and let him go to sleep. You don't kill nobody. But you do take a bat out and break his fucking arm or break his kneecap by swinging that bat hard enough. You shift his wig, and I tell you one thing: either he gonna leave or he gonna be very fucking scared.
I think a lot of them do that because they know
that you ain't gonna do shit,
scared. And they feel like because they have you shook, they can just treat you any old kind of way and do you anything and get away with it because you're not gonna tell nobody. You're gonna cover it up. You know you're scared, so you're not gonna do anything. The minute you start showing that you're not afraid and you start fighting back, you'll see a difference.
I always tell
I just say
my wife and my daughter,
out of it.
Have courage. Do not be afraid of anything because everybody on this earth, on this planet, we're humans. Everybody standing like us and looking like us are human. And if you can do me something, but I can get you back.
Right.
But if you don't want to go through that, then don't go through that. Just leave.
You don't have to.
And if you ain't got no money or you're scared because he's been taking care of everything, better peace of mind than having a very nice house or whatever you got and, you know,
having somebody abuse you.
Having somebody whooping your ass because that's not good. And then another thing is it takes two to tango in most cases. If you're shooting a lot of shit at him and hitting him.
Well, see that's the main point. Abuse to me is one thing, but you know, I listened to Oprah a while back. Oprah was like, a man, when the Chris Brown and the Rihanna thing happened, she was like, a man should never hit a woman. Period. 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 A man should never hit a woman. That's what Oprah was saying. You know, and I just was like, at the time, I was like, you damn right, Oprah, that's right. A man should never hit a woman. But I had to think about that. If the woman is hitting him, why should if you just beating on, if the woman is just beating on him, should he just stand there and take that? Or if she hit him and he hit her back, I don't see what's the problem. Like if you just feel the need that you want to, you know, be violent and hit your man or your husband or whoever, you should expect to get hit back. And like I say, I don't think that women or men or anybody should allow abuse, you know, to happen to them. Period. But is it really abuse? Is it, if it's abuse, you know, if a woman is abusing a man, he shouldn't take that either.
Right.
And if he try to walk away and then she go behind him, I don't know if y'all know Juanita Bynum, the evangelist. I didn't mean to go this far, but her and her husband had a situation where he, you know, they got into an altercation and he walked away. She ran behind him and then he wound up beating her and punching her and kicking her in the coochie. Had her bruised up in the hospital. Well, my thing is, whatever was said between the two of them and he decided to walk away, you should have let him go. Let him go. Because he's angry. He's really angry. Let him go. If he needs to walk away, he did the right thing by walking away to, you know, to get the steam off. Why would you run behind him? And then that's when she ran behind him. Then she got beat down. Don't run. Let him go. Because, you know, men handle their issues differently from women. We like to talk, as he said. And I do like to talk a lot, you know, when I'm trying to get my point across.
Yeah, get the point across, but you ain't slip at the mouth. You're not
some women can really go there and really degrade, you know, just like men degrade women. Women do the same shit to men, because I've heard it a lot of times. You know, not here, but I've heard some women really talk to a man in a way that was like you was just a piece of shit, and I felt bad. Like, okay. It's just on either side. It's not just for women. It's for men too. It's like abuse shouldn't be happening to anyone. Women should not hit men. If you hit the man, you should expect to get hit back. It shouldn't be, oh, a man should never hit a woman. So this woman can just beat the crap out of you, abuse you, tell you anything, and then you just want to sit there and take it in order to be a man? Okay, what if you take it, and then one time you just don't take it anymore and knock the shit out of her? Then you're going to go to jail. That's just how it's set up.
It's sad because it's easy to say
and look,
leave, but right. I know from experience that when you're in an argument with your wife or your girlfriend or whatever, that you cannot just walk leave. Out, because walking out can signal something. And you're like, well, the relationship is over,
right?
Or, you know, don't come back. It's like we're having an argument, we're having a meeting of minds on some shit. We're not breaking up, we're just disagreeing on some shit, and it's got a little heavy, a man leaves the house and sometimes he don't have no house to come back to. Or a woman leaves the house and she ain't got no house to come back to. It's just leaving is not as easy as said, because you don't know what that argument was about. You don't know what these two people are going through. You might love each other, but you got like this fire and ice thing going on, and it's just crazy.
So in the case where the woman is, if it's a domestic dispute, you saying
I had a friend that I worked with.
Don't want to leave them because they think it'll be over. So
Yeah, they be thinking that it'll be over. You remember Curtis, the guy who I worked with at the pizza kitchen? Like 15 years ago.
I don't remember him, but
the tall guy. He said his girlfriend used to fight him, and every weekend, so that he end up in jail, so he wouldn't be able to go out. So one time he caught on to it because his mom told him.
So she would start an argument.
She started an argument and caused him to hit her.
So he can go to jail. So
right.
he wouldn't go out.
Well, he had figured out that maybe I need to stop, doing this. So he goes back home with her on a Monday, jail on the weekend.
Mm-hmm. And a record. I wonder what his record is.
And that weekend, the next weekend, she starting to fight again.
Mm-hmm.
She called the police before the fight really starts because she knows by a certain time he's going to be in a did or something, so she can say he did it. The police drive up and see him running from her.
Oh, so she got arrested?
She got arrested. We have those kids, just like we tell you. No, Mickey, go in the next room. So the police roll up and she's saying, he hit me. They all out of breath. And
well, why is he running from you?
He asked, why are you running? Why is he running from you? And you look at his face is swollen. She clean. Took her to jail. And he had her in jail for the weekend. Mm-hmm. And that shit stopped. He moved his shit, though. He left.
Oh, he left? Yeah. Because that wasn't good.
But it's just how crazy the thing can be. Some people can use that as a weapon. Like, if, let's say me and my wife were breaking up, she don't want me to ever have the kids in custody. So we might be in some type of situation where we're yelling. She call the police and say, I hit her.
But some of that.
And now that's on my record, because who's going to prove the difference?
Right.
Because the law is really set up so that it can help some women who have some assholes for husbands. But it also can be abused.
Yeah, it can. It definitely can be abused.
Sorry, I'm in some real pain.
You took medicine?
Yeah. But it's like not kicking in.
You're not going to lay down after this.
Yeah. But tell us what you think about this.
Right.
Should anybody, because in result is this. I don't think anybody should be hitting anybody.
No,
anyway.
no.
It's like, you know what?
If you're going to hit somebody, if you're going to hit somebody, expect them to hit you back. And don't call the police and cry like you getting beat up.
When you started
it, when you reached out to hit that man, even if he don't hit you back, expect him to hit you back. And don't cry and say, oh, he hit me when you hit him first. That's not fair. That's not fair to him. And I really didn't, trust me, I did not see it this way at first. I had to realize and look at some situations like, it's not fair to the man if you starting it. Arguing and talking is one thing, but if you reach out and hit somebody, maybe he gonna hit you back. And then you gonna cry like you the victim, but when you hit first. Look, when it's two women, if a woman walk up to you, if you out in the mall or wherever, and if a chick, and this for women, if a chick walk up to you and just slap you, what you gonna do? Are you gonna just stand there and let the bitch slap you, or you gonna start hit her ass back? Same thing. If somebody hit you, you gonna hit her back. So why, are you gonna call the police? Your first instinct is to call the police on that woman. Say she hit me. No, y'all gonna be fighting because she hit you. So you're gonna hit her back. So what's the difference if or if you hit somebody first, another chick first, just walk up to her and hit her, or if y'all fussing, arguing, and you hit her, don't you expect her to hit you? Don't you expect that y'all just gonna be fighting when it's two women? But why, if you hit the man, you don't expect it to be a fight? Right. When it's two chicks, if you hit somebody, you be like, I've seen chicks. I've seen people.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
My sister.
I'll hit you. Bitch, come on. You gonna hit me back? What? You expect that person to hit you back because you hit them. You saying, come on, bring it on. Let's fight. But when it's a man, you hit him. You don't expect him to hit you back because you know that And he knows that if he hits you, he can stand. He's the one that's gonna go to jail. He may not want that, so he take it.
My wife
It's
witnessed
just
this same situation with my sister. We was over there. Who you pregnant with?
Child, somebody always is pregnant.
But she was pregnant. We go over, and my sister's there talking to her ex-husband.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
And they are talking. They shooting the breeze. And then all of a sudden, he said the wrong thing.
The wrong thing, baby.
And it got so
crazy, fast.
Flipped over.
My kids was crying. I'm like,
my sister is like a world champion boxer, all right?
Ooh.
Oh, I'm trying to hold her back from getting out the door to go beat this man up. She's damn near beating me up trying to get out there. She got a knife in her hand. Did she have a knife at the time?
I don't know.
Or did she come back with the knife and that's why I let it by?
I think somehow but then by the time you let her out, they were, gone.
Yeah, they were further away. But I'm just saying this to say that some women are not those kind of women that, we're going to talk. Like, we're going to fight. This is going to be a throwdown.
Yeah.
And there ain't going to be nothing else. There's going to be a count and every fucking thing because I'm going to beat the shit out of you. And then some people are not like that. Some people are docile and will let a man run over them. Or a man, the same way, be docile and let a woman run over them.
The people who do that is just, those are the ones that get ran over. It's like a person can only get away with what you let them get away with. If you feel like, if you're afraid, then if the man is really, trying to hurt you or do things to you, and they see that you are weak in that area, they're going to take advantage of that. If you're scared, they're going to take advantage of that. The women who are usually not afraid, they don't have those types of issues. Well, not like that,
because they know it's going to, any man who have a woman who ain't scared, know it's going to be a long night.
Right.
And you're going to have a couple weeks where you just ain't going to go to sleep in the room. Because
so to me, it just depends on the person. There's, like I say, the reason why we brought this up because there are a lot of good men who get a bad rap and have, what you call rap sheets or whatever
domestic abuse
when they don't have to have them. It's like, then you have some that are just straight out, fuck this bitch, and they was gonna
and the police never get called on it,
and they was gonna beat you from the beginning. That's just their MO. There's some that just straight out, are women beaters. There are men who are that's just what they do. But then there are some that get put into that category who are not that way. They just got fed up and felt and snapped. But I think there's not a real distinction between the two.
Yeah.
If you just hit a woman one time, you a man beater. If she called the police, you got a rap for domestic violence. You beat your wife.
Yeah.
Men don't get.
It's
like y'all. It's all one thing.
And once it's on your rap sheet,
it's on there. There's no distinction. I don't care if that was your one time. Just saying, you know what? I didn't mean. Even if you go, it's like it's not cool. It's like all of them get a bad rap when all men aren't the same. And it's like it shouldn't be like that. It's just if you just hit her, you could have been with your wife for 50 years and hit her one fucking time and she felt like, oh bitch, I'm gonna get you this time, and call the police, and guess what? You're a woman beater.
That's it.
It's on your record. It's like that's it. They don't look at, oh, y'all been together all this time, never happened. No, once you do it, that's it. And they don't even know why. If she hit you, oh well, she can lie and say, oh, I was defending myself. It's just
because you're gonna have the bruise and he's gonna just be standing there like, she
like,
really
what happened here?
Like, she was beating on me. Oh yeah, that little one was beating on you.
Right.
Like,
I think a lot of some men, not all, because like I say, there are some crazy
some fools.
There's
some fools that grew up
crazy
whipping
ones
on women
that just do that shit for fun, and then
But the problem with that is that problem with that situation is those are the ones who don't get put in jail.
No,
because the woman never calls
because she's too scared, and the minute she
the man who's kind of a alright guy, he'll get called on because she feels the woman who's going to feel like I'm gonna show him,
and that's what they're doing it to show him when they know
and they end up back together
because when that in those situations is because the woman knows that that's a good man. She's mad and she knew that was a way that would get to him. But you got to realize you can't be doing that kind of shit because that's not good. That man that's a good man will have that shit on their record when the the fools who out here beating women down to the ground, them women too scared to call, and they just getting away with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so, and then all of them get grouped into one group. So that's all I have to say about that. But please let us know what you think. If do you think, and it's just, you know, whatever your thoughts are, please share them. Do you think that, you know, a man should hit a woman if she's hitting him? And what do you consider abuse, and what do you consider just self-defense for either side, you know, man or woman? But that's my take on it.
Yeah. And to move to something light.
Yeah.
Last weekend, Kim Kardashian got married.
Wow.
I want nobody to throw me no shade, but I have to say this. Kim Kardashian, I've never seen her with any white men or any men of pale complexion.
Right.
I'm not talking light skin black, I'm talking pale complexion.
Right.
And she's married to a white man, and I'm wondering
if the whole thing is real.
Yeah, because it's
know.
like that didn't fit your MO.
Right.
Yeah. You know, you were going from black guy football player after black guy football player, and then all of a sudden you're married to a basketball player.
Right.
Good choice, because football, they don't really get their money. But but the basketball player, and then to see that he's a white guy, I'm like, I didn't know that you were even attracted to white men. Or
I don't know.
I thought it was maybe something for the show, and maybe in a couple years it'd be like Eva Longoria.
Might be.
Where it just didn't work out. She's back with, you know.
Only time will tell to see, you know, what this whole thing is about. I don't know. I like the Kardashians, but I know Kim is a businesswoman.
Yeah.
She's doing all this shit she's getting. She got paid a lot of money.
Yeah, I got to give it to her.
For this
her
whole
hustle
thing.
is tight.
Yeah, for her to get everything was paid
great.
for. She got the dress for free. They paid her $50,000 for this and $1 million for that, and all this for surrounding the whole wedding. So she got paid. And she's going to continue to get paid as long as she's, you know. So I'm like, you know what? I don't really care if it's real or not, to tell you the truth. You know, we'll see. Because a lot of that stuff just be done for publicity's sake anyway.
Yeah, because it looked like she was going down a little bit.
Right, so you do something to bring it right back up. You know, so it could be for that or it could be real. You know, but time will tell.
It's only in her head.
A lot of these people don't
look at Beyonce.
They
thought that her and JC was like a ploy, something, you know.
Yeah, but you know, the jury is still out on that one. I hate to say, because some people say that was a, I don't know what they call it, some kind of ceremony. It wasn't a real wedding. It was like I don't even know what it's called. The jury is still out on that, people, because some people say that wasn't even a legal marriage. Now they showed what you call it, the
marriage certificate,
and they showed a prenuptial agreement. So I don't know. That could have been doctored up, but I don't know.
Seals, because you can have anything going on. But Beyonce also released a video to her 1+1 song.
Yeah.
I thought that song came out 3 months ago.
Right. What you think of the video?
I thought the video was very interesting. Mickey, you got to go on that show.
I didn't find the video interesting.
I thought it was interesting because it's sort of like a YouTube type thing, like a YouTuber could have did it.
Yeah.
And, you know, it seemed very interesting.
I seen a girl on Facebook did all those types of what you call effects. Mm-hmm. So that's why I didn't find it interesting, because I seen the effects before.
But it's interesting because she has so much money to do a budget and
that's
have a real video.
The
so
video
it's like,
seemed
did something
like I was left. It wasn't bad. Like it wasn't.
I just thought the single was.
I thought she should have put out a video for one of the other songs, one of the more, you know, the other singles. Why would you go back to 1+1 and do a video?
Well, that's 3 months ago, and I'm thinking maybe some of the other songs on there should have gotten a video and a release, because
one of the other songs she has some better. Like that song is good, but we have heard that enough. Like why that video should have been out 3 months ago.
Yeah, because it's not like the 80s where a song would be out 3 months and then you put a video out.
Right.
This
time is moving.
Yeah.
It should that
We're in the right now generation.
Exactly. If you was gonna put 1+1 video out, that should have been out 3 months ago, and now we should be seeing another video from Party or whatever one of the songs on the album.
Yeah.
I just don't understand. But tell me what y'all think of the video if y'all seen it. To me, it was okay. It wasn't nothing, groundbreaking.
No.
I mean, Beyonce.
But I tell you one thing, as a YouTuber and having a record out, it gave me something to look at and say, oh, all right, that's something I could pull.
From Beyonce?
Well, just looking at the way they just used that one camera.
Right.
And just kind of used it very well. So it's for somebody who don't have 30 cameras to work with, that's a good video to look at.
Well,
because you're doing it for yourself.
Also, you get something out of it that you can use for yourself.
Yeah.
But as far as her doing that type of video, you would expect more.
Yeah, I would expect
more. Yeah. Like I said, don't get me wrong, the video wasn't bad, but it just wasn't all that great in my opinion. That's my opinion. It wasn't all that great. It was just like, I was kind of bored watching it. And of course she looked like she naked or whatever was going on. I don't know. It's just, but when it first came on, I was thinking the way, her face was moving, the light and all that. I thought that was interesting. But I thought once it got past that, it would go somewhere else.
Get bigger.
I really would have liked like a more of a story, especially for that song. I really like something more interesting. Like, that wasn't interesting to me. It was just all the same. I didn't expect the whole video to be just that one like that.
Yeah.
I thought it would start out like that and then it would move to something else. But it never did. And I just stuck looking. But, oh yeah, in other news, I'm sorry. Will and Jada Pinkett Smith supposed to be getting a divorce. Allegedly. They denied it, but there were pictures of them on TMZ and they was all smiling like a little too hard. I'm like, it just looked like a front. Because maybe y'all are separating, and now that it's out, somebody put it out there. Y'all weren't ready to get it out there, and now y'all looking funny. And then they showed him shutting the door, letting her get in the car. He shut the door on her bag. So I don't know. They did look a little suspect, like something going on they didn't want people to know.
I don't know. Nowadays, it's like where there's smoke,
there's some fire. Where there's smoke, there's always, really. So it's just like, I don't know about them, but I'm gonna be watching that because I'm gonna be paying attention. I'm gonna see what's going on with that.
And And then in other news, the storm would like to say that we're going to be praying for all of our subscribers on the Eastern Seaboard, because we hear that's going to be a big storm, and everybody's getting prepared for it. And I know that's something that doesn't happen very much in that area.
In that area, yeah.
We're from Louisiana. We actually ended up moving because of the storm.
Yeah.
So we just want to pray for everybody who is going through that,
and hope that everybody be okay after this is over, because storms ain't nothing to play with.
Because it's really nothing to play with.
Not at all.
We were stranded in Texas. Not, stranded in Texas because we couldn't get back to our house. And I'm telling you,
that was not a pretty sight,
not a
pretty thing to go through.
Yeah,
which I have to say we didn't, we fared a lot better than most people. We weren't,
because we were a little bit more prepared.
Yeah, we were a little more prepared, but still, to just have to leave your house and just come to a strange place.
Yeah. And everything, and left all my brownie mix.
Your brownie mix, ooh, baby, I must have bought like 4 boxes.
Yeah, they was like,
we just bought that brownie mix.
Yeah, and we left it there.
Man,
and then we left the refrigerator open. We lost all that hot sausages and stuff, man. But anyway,
if I would have known we were going back, I would have brought my shit. I'm telling you.
I left my beat machines, everything. Everything was left. The computer.
Shit, I took my exercise bike. I tried to take everything.
Yeah, and then when we went back, somebody had already been in our house and shit. So
it was a mess.
It was a mess. But that's all we have, and y'all tell us what you think about the domestic abuse thing.
Yes.
And keep it real and don't throw shade, because opinions are opinions, and you can't get mad at somebody for what they feel. Y'all have a good one.
True that. Thank you. Bye.
Here we are, look at this bed. I've been waiting on you since I was a kid. I've been waiting on your love for forever. God has made it clear for us to be together, so stand up, yo, my knees on the floor. Saying it's all good, and girl, we can go. I promise you my life for forever. I'm praying to God that we can always be together, cause